Here's the situation this morning. Gonna do a little ripping. Gonna try to rip most of this field. I ain't gonna have time to rip it all, but had to jump it off. So usually keep a pair of jumper cables in that truck. Somehow they both ended up in Dad's white truck at his house, and he was nowhere to be found. So as always, a late start, and don't know how well this is going to go, so you're along for the journey. Something's not right about this. I'm not picking up signal, not getting a good connection somewhere. It's not letting me, oh, there it is. No, I was wrong. Now it's not giving me the icon. Not supposed to disturb the ground that much. Sorry for all the noise, but I've got the windows open, air conditioner's not working. And I've gave up on that thing. So we're ripping. It's a little wet probably for what this is supposed to do. And that may be why it's tearing up more than it is, or I may need to go deeper. But I think we're going deep enough. Probably this field. Run field cultivator over. So Dad's sitting at the other end of the field. When I get to the other end of the field, he's done called, and we're going to do some adjustments to it. It's not supposed to leave it that rough, but this field, it could use a good distance. It's hard to see these right here from up there. So I'm getting off and looking. Oh well, we got a few more minutes to lunch, but it's lifting it up pretty good. I think a lot of it's got to do with it just being wet. But it's raining tomorrow, and I'll just go ahead and disc this anyways. It's pulling a lot harder on this end of the field than it is up there. About halfway it starts pulling hard. But it's almost lunchtime. Well, I'm not going to give up on it yet. I ain't going to mess with it today. Having to jump it off, it could be a voltage issue. So maybe we can get this thing working, but I need to be ripping. I'm going to lunch, eat me a quick sandwich. Coming back, may talk to Dad. I got to go get my kids from school. May see if he'll run it, and if he does, we'll get some outside shots and maybe some drone, and then maybe I just have to see what he's into. He's feeding hay right now, so he should be done by 2. So let's go get us a sandwich and drink us some cold tea. All right, we're gonna see if this thing will crank without jumping it off. Oh yeah. So let's get back to ripping. So we are going with corn on this field, and probably some ryegrass. Cut the ryegrass for hay. thinking anyway. I don't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen. Well, Dad has got here, so I'm gonna go get the kids, put the drone up, maybe, and probably return back to this seat after all that. Kids. I wasn't gone 5 minutes till he called. I think this is the first pass, only pass he made, and said the linkage that lifts the lift arms either broke or come loose. So we got to try to figure that out. We may be done ripping for today. Well, we got to walk a shame, drive a shame, whatever. We got it manually to lift, but we got a linkage slipping in there. So we going back to the shop. Probably won't get it fixed today. Like I said, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So we'll either finish this out with something else or fix it or something on this video. I was really wanting to get a drone. By the way, I crashed my old drone, if you're not familiar, last summer, and I bought a new one, and over Christmas time really ain't flown it. It's just like my old one. Well, good morning. We are back. This lever right here, linkage under the cab, got loose, had to tighten it up. Trying to beat the rain. I first heard it was going to come in this afternoon. Now I'm hearing lunch. Now I still like a whole lot in this field, so I don't think we're going to get it done today. Don't know if y'all can see them that good, but we got a couple little basins out here and kind of in one or coming out of one now. It pulls hard when they hit these low spots. There's a low wash that's not ditched out up here, and where water's running into the woods. When it gets there, it's almost not, it don't want to pull. So that kind of solves my theory. These ditches we're getting in our fields, it's getting hard packed. And we're pulling hard right now. Right up here is this little wash. Maybe you can kind of see it going out through there. It didn't pull as hard that time, but it's still pulling pretty hard through it. Well, Craig come by here and said he wanted to run it a little bit. And I was going to try to fly the drone. It's way too windy and it needs to do some kind of update. Still ain't rained, but when Craig run it a couple of passes, it sounded like it wasn't running good, and it's been pulling hard. So I'm thinking I may have to change the fuel filters on this thing. But if I could just get done with today, but it really started sounding like it's running rough. About 2 hours ago. I haven't seen it, but this thing's pulling hard, spinning. I think just there's moisture in the air. I may have to quit because it looks wetter out there, if that makes any sense. So I got Dad up here and he's gonna look and see, and we may call it a day. The tractor just it done it yesterday. I think it done it with some of the creek. Kind of like it run out of fuel and it picks up. So I'm gonna stop here at the end of the road and see if we need to put on some new filters, fuel filters. Well, I was advised to keep ripping, but I think I'm going back to shop to get some filters. Y'all tore me up in the comments in the last video. I about decided there's a lot of new commenters that people just read the title and seen the thumbnail and clicked on long enough to leave a comment. Their expertise didn't even watch what I was talking about. So a lot of new subscribers, so maybe we'll keep watching, but you know, if you're not going to watch all the video, and that's up to you, don't comment. So a little rant there, and another little rant I've got is we've been farming here on this land I'm on right now since 1905. I'm 4th generation, and we've been growing corn for years, been growing soybeans for years. Matter of fact, my grandfather was he was the first one to ever grow soybeans in Orange County, Tennessee. So we farm a little different than what you're going to farm in Indiana or Texas or New York. So don't tell me to watch another channel and learn how to farm. I consider it successful in doing what we do. Yes, we run a lot of older equipment, but hey, we know how to work on it, and it's paid for. A lot of it is. And the only thing I owe for is the planter. Alright, I'm going to try to get this field done. Didn't quite get done. Got close to it. It's been damp, working meaner than it was yesterday. And I'm pulling up crap. It's a good sized rock. And Jameson's done loaded up a whole crap load of stuff I pulled up. So I'm gonna call it a day out here, calling it a video. And thanks for watching. www.farmmerchbin.com until February 29th. Farm Show 10. Get 10% off if you want to buy anything. Other than that, thanks for watching. God bless you. And we'll catch you on the next one.